archived almost my entire feed. And I actually made this decision in my head a while ago. I already knew that I wanted to put out new content from the frequency in which I am now. That's all. There's nothing wrong with the other content. It's actually really good. And I actually realized how attached I was to a lot of my work. I had to go to each piece of content and hit archive. And there were so many moments where I was like, no, not this one. Oh, but this is really good writing. I even got these like memories of when I recorded that specific piece of content in like my little tiny 500 square foot home when nobody was paying me at the time, or I archived the very first graphic that I made for the podcast. And I was like, damn, I really recorded 11 episodes in a car, because it was the quietest place. So it was healing, but I also learned so much through archiving everything. I already recorded my 2025 predictions, but if I had to record this again, this is one of those things that I would add, which is archiving our feed. I think there's going to be so many more entrepreneurs drawing this like line in the sand where it's like, okay, I'm restarting this brand from here. Like, yes, you know who I am, you know my reputation, but this is the direction in which I'm taking it. I will also say that something else that I forecasted was everybody unfollowing their list. That happened this year. I forecasted that, which by the way, like I'm not just pulling this out of nowhere. Researching trends is something that I did for a really long time as a TV producer. I actually worked in the research department. That's what made me so successful. That's what helped me sell so many shows. I can see really far into the future a lot of business trends. Another thing that I see is going to be big this year is that we're going to see less personal brands. So the CEO is going to remove themselves from the brand. I want to leave you with this because I did learn so many more things from that act, but I want to give you something valuable and tangible that's going to apply to wherever you're at right now. Business can be resolved by asking yourself two questions. One, do I need to learn a new skill? I actually need to take a training on something? Or two, do I need to change my perspective? Sometimes you have to do both. Changing your perspective could be, I feel out of alignment with my business. What needs to change? And maybe it's not you learning a new skill, but maybe you have to look at your business in a different way. Maybe archiving your feed, maybe taking away a product, maybe adding it. Maybe it's the way you're creating content. This is why I'm such a fan of always coming back to what feels in alignment. If you do this in anywhere in your life, you're always going to be guided back to your purpose. Business is really simple. You're either learning something new or you're changing your perspective.